Yo. Yeah. Get it together. Nah, come on. If you don't take the fuck on me. Let me know when you got it together for me to roll up, bro. I'm about to play cuz in this game. I'm waiting for my YouTube to show up on, for this shit to show on YouTube, bro.
It's called the greatest setting in college football, and even if the skies open up, that pales in comparison to the purple rain that will be unleashed by the homestanding Washington Huskies. What a showdown we have in store. A couple of Big 12 teams squaring off in what could prove to be a huge game. As we'll see, the winners of 5 straight, the BYU Cougars, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Washington Huskies. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollock from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. He'll bring it out. It's Roy. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Shotgun. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Flex it out of the air. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
Looking downfield on first down. They get to him as he throws. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Interesting to see if this quarterback goes.
Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first
Play
down.
23.
I am impressed with the physicality we're seeing up front by this offensive line. Playing on the road, they knew they wanted to get the run game established, and they are doing just that. They're not just getting 3-4 yards a pop. They're gashing this defense.
And with this
Come
place
on,
rocking,
bro. Why
the
this thing
crowd
sleep?
forces a false start. The officials offer
Moving
a
like
kneel, and the
flags.
coach accepts it.
Get it on
They
my
take
bro,
the
bro.
penalty.
Moving like flag.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. They'll keep it on the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up here in the line of scrimmage and you start sending them because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. A linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
Quarterback extends the play. The throw. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary. You saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't get up.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him, just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Way back in his own territory as he hauls it in. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Dropping back, it's Potts. He is complete. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Good timing on the quick out. He's got enough, and it'll be a first down for Washington. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
They'll try the run. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Harris. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. The Huskies are facing 3rd and inches. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Looking to throw for it.
Oh my God, bro! You gotta punt that. You gotta punt that. You're not past the 50.
Aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's
Fucking
4th and
defense.
short.
They gotta pick that
Who
off, bro.
knows what they're going to do.
Sends his first one of the day on the way. We didn't see much of him in that victory last week. Just called on one
Fucking
time.
defense, man. Tired of work. That's that big, bro.
The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. That last drive will go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. There's the pressure. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Right on the money. Smashes through the tackle.
Play money.
Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. The Cougars have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. This defense happy with how that last pass turned out. Man. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Power football with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
They feed him in. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Now facing a 3rd and long. Off the play fake. Caught near the sticks. It's Harris. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Give to the running back. Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. And the Huskies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to pass. It's Potts. Quick completion on the out route. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. Offense will try to strike on 1st and 10. The give to the back. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is the top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
What in the world?
Washington. Great job by the back on the option.
You got to be so disciplined when you play the option. You got to keep your eyes on your guy. They lost track of the pitch, man. Quarterback pitches it to him. He takes it in the house.
Oh, that's spot this time.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them.
That's Bullshit, bro. I clearly jumped right where the ball was at. It's a fumble.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be
Working,
found. Good hustle by the
working.
coverage team, and they
Not
stop
working.
him at the
That's
21. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated. He missed that connection.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Really good coverage by this defense. They were aware of everyone on the field, and including the running back. A lot of times those guys get lost in the shuffle, but they saw him. They knew the ball was going to. They braked on him, did a good job, and got in his face just enough to cause him to lose some focus and drop that football.
He's got the tight end. Breaks into the open. They finally get to him, and what a play there to pick up the first down.
And you just wonder now, is that the play that's finally going to wake this offense up? They've been sluggish throughout the entire first half, but could that be the thing that finally just gives them a little bit of a jolt and leads them to scoring some points here before this half is over?
BYU right back to the line. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the tight end. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Unloads to the wideout. Touchdown, Cougar!
Great,
A great catch and run for 6.
And I love it. Trust your passing game. Trust your quarterback because you know he can execute. You have confidence in him.
Should have faked your ball.
Finish the first half, and now you got a chance to tie this football.
Work.
And they did tack on that extra point, no problem.
Like how they trying to fake on what's going on.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Handoff to the lone back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Fighting off the defender. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And now on 3rd down after that last run. Looking for a man. It's Potts. Lofts one high and deep.
That shit.
That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. got the first down, looking for more. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. BYU about to kick it off to open the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made in the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We'll find out here.
All right, that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, back up inside their 20. Back to throw, it's Potts. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game.
This first possession of the second half, it goes a long way in deciding who's going to win this football game. It's tied, but this defense comes out.
Pick that up,
setting up a third and long, getting the stop, getting the ball right back to their offense to create some early momentum.
He was looking for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Running back searching for a hole. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
Now, what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles. And those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play. And the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going. It squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working, ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rough fight on both sides.
Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. Nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. That is coverage just the way they designed it. They've got them backed up. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They haven't really been able to line up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Well, obviously a really nice play by the defense there stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go make something positive happen. This quarterback's got to make better decisions. It's not just the passing game. It's in the run game with the option, too.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
This is the type of play that can give the offense momentum. 3rd and short from inside the 20.
Oh
And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup.
Good play, bro.
Tackle is finally made.
Good play.
Washington coming to the line with another first down. From the gun, the ground game. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I like that.
You're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
Looking for a man. It's Potts. Fires to the wideout.
Oh, come on, bro. Just turn it on. Just turn it on.
To pick up the first down. Part of the DNA of the Washington offense has been a guy who can get it done with his arm.
And just finding a guy that makes everybody around you better, that can make the right decisions, that can highlight your skill positions. That's what gets the Washington fans going crazy, going nuts, and that's when they have those great football teams.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me,
You get that back.
That's number 15 on the year. Looking for more room. He's at the 40. At the 20. Touchdown.
Fucking play 38. They tried to work me last time. Wild ass silhouette kept. He didn't even know he caught it. He stopped. That was the crazy thing. To pay 38.
Showing you, Reese, like, listen, it's not just wide receivers that can do that. I can take this thing to the house. I got
38.
Watch this. Unbelievable job flipping the field. Offense about to score. Defense makes the huge plays and gets points out of it.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. First play of the drive wants to throw. Safe completion on the screen. And that's a very productive first down play in bringing up 2nd and 3.
He didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Wants to throw. It's Potts. Got the quick pass. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
Fights off the defender.
Tackle.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Huskies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll go to work in the air on second down.
Oh, yeah. We'll take it.
Intercepted, and that total goes to 16.
Play 22 you made up.
Coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
From the gun, running back on the move. Makes it past the marker. Open space at the 25.
Ahmad. Appreciate you, Ahmad. Good play, Ahmad.
Touchdown, Cougars.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear,
Good play, Ahmad.
he was gone.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed them for the big play in the running game. One snap, one touchdown.
Good play, Ahmad. Needed that guy facing a decent play.
He'll return it. And then
Tackle
bring it
number
down to get the
6.
offense started on the next drive. snap.
That game almost over, bro.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. There he goes.
Ooh, what a spin
They
move.
get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period.
That is so much of a spin move. That was really a game, video game spin move.
Rankings to see how this
It's
playoff
spin
race is
move, bro.
shaping up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. To the air, it's Potts.
Thank you. Let me get another one. Get that block.
Interception number
Get that block.
3 on the day. Taking it the other way.
Let's go.
Touchdown, BYU. What
Shit, Desmond.
the
Hey, Diddy. Good play, Diddy.
play like that.
About fucking time y'all making some plays, baby.
As they close in on extending this winning run.
Really got to be impressed with the defense here. Late in the game, still firing off the ball and still making plays. What a great job. Not just picking it off, but taking it all the way back to the house. That pads their lead, and that should do it. You think that should do it now to get the win.
We gotta make some more plays.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes.
Sorry.
He's brought down to the 16. Would have been much better off to take the
Big
touchback.
six.
The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row now, they've got to find a rhythm.
A CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. We got to stop turning.
Oh, what's this thing right there?
Complete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You've got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air.
Kansas.
And he is snowed under. Sacked at the
Real
7.
mean.
And as a defense, a lot of times you're coming into the game and you're just trying to limit the damage when you play a really great quarterback. And they've done more than that today. They have dominated this football game. The offense has carried their weight, and this is looking like a great outcome.
And the returner is stopped. BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. The give to the tailback. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
A run for the quarterback. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs. So it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going. But moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. On the run, deep down the right side.
And then they looking pick that shit up.
He almost had himself an interception
Okay.
in the end zone and leave
Pick
fourth
this
down.
field, bro.
4th quarter, huge lead. I'm not really sure why you need to take that kind of shot.
You don't. You definitely don't need to. You can run the clock. You can run the football. You can make sure that you're playing it safe and conservative.
miss.
Or you can just go for rub it in your face, eat that. You know, I don't like the other coach.
No good. After the miss.
We gonna get it back.
Hey, could be worse. They're still up like 20 points.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal, miss, make, rain. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard.
Running room in the middle.
Who won, bro? Miss fucking field goal to that bullshit.
He shed tackles right and left and housed it.
bad. I gotta get that field goal.
When I can hand it to guys like that, he can
Good
go
play.
that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week in the American fellas. Let's show you what's going down. UCF is in front. They played awfully well today. And while there's no Dante Culpepper out there, this group is hanging tough. They're up by 7.
Oh my God, bro.
We'll circle back. If anything big happens in this clash in the American, you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that. Kevin, let us know when it goes final. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Running into the open space. Turning it on. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the back. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. After the 5-yard step off, 1st and 15 for this offense. They want that clock to run. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Defense looks like they're coming. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Going to let it fly. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game. Throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines. Not
The 21. You know, short distance is right where we. Yeah.
They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Looking to throw, it's Potts. Here's a throw downfield late. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. He'll try to take it back.
Thank you, man. It's 2 for you back-to-back weeks.
Touchdown, Cougar. That score will give them a little
3 picks in 2 weeks for you, my guy.
I'll tell you what, as a DB, you're lucky if you get 1 pick 6 in your entire football life. This guy had one last game. He's got one this game. Quarterbacks are going to stop throwing his way.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. The deficit is large, hope is fainting, but they'll try to finish strong.
Made a lot of mistakes in this game, and that's why it looks like they're going to take the L. Lots of things to improve on, lots of things to coach upon, and at this point, I think if you're a head coach, David, you're just trying to see which of your guys aren't quitting late in the game.
Yeah, which is a real thing, by the way. Who's going to compete to the final whistle? What do we talk about all the time? Coaches are always preaching to these guys. Don't worry about the scoreboard. Just compete as hard as you can. So, good opportunity to try to finish this game with something positive.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've got, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
Oh, gotta get there, bro.
Enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm. What better way than converting on third down? Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Looks like the offense will just take a knee. The defense will use a timeout here. There are 16 seconds left to play.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. That'll be a delay of game. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play.
I'm going to call it over, bro. I'm tracking this ball back.
And the quarterback's just going to take a knee. Timeout called by the defense and 15 seconds to go in this one.
Yeah, this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's late in the fourth quarter, late in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game. I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
The flag and another delay of game penalty. They do know there's a play clock up, right? They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand.
Bro, yo, what's going on, man? I'm with dumb shit, bro.
Another delay of game penalty. This is just sloppy. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play.